Good afternoon, all. I welcome our organizers, coordinators, and our renowned resource persons and my co-MC for this wonderful session. Today will be the last webinar session for Alagappa University and American College. So now I request Dr. Sujata Malini ma'am to deliver the welcome address. Please unmute yourself, ma'am. Sujata ma'am. Please unmute yourself, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you, ma'am.
So I'm so happy that this is the last day of international webinar on mental health and wellness during COVID-19 pandemic situation. So this is a one-week program. We have planned international webinar series on the topic mental health and wellness, which will be a very vital during this crisis situation. So in this aspect, it's my great pleasure to record my sincere thanks to the American College Principal, Dr. Davamani Christopher, Principal and Secretary, for joining with us and conducting this international webinar series related to mental health and wellness during this COVID-19. At the outset, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Davamani Christopher, Principal and Secretary, for this last day session of this international webinar series. I also take pleasure in welcoming two speakers who are going to share their knowledge related to the concept of mental health and wellness during this last day session. So in this regard, I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Krishnan Sivaraman, the founder, Wellbeing Center, and I take this opportunity to also welcome Mrs. Manvita, counseling psychologist, teacher, trainer, and coach, who is having a multi-personality aspect in the field of mental health and wellness. And at the outset, I also welcome Mr. Dr. Suresh Kumar Murugesan, who is with us for coordinating this program on behalf of the Department of Psychology, the American College, Madurai. I also welcome the Master of Ceremony MC, Akshaya Lakshmi and Ananya Lakshmi, who was with us traveling for the 6 or 7 days with us and coordinating this program in a grand success manner. At the outset, it is my immense pleasure to record my sincere welcome to all the participants who are with us traveling for whole period of this 1 week session on international webinar on mental health and wellness during this COVID-19 situation. I welcome each and every participant and once again the speaker, the principal, the American College Madurai, for joining with us in this international webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Davamani Christopher, Principal and Secretary, the American College, to deliver the valedictory address.
Hi friends, good evening. International webinar on mental health and wellness. Greetings from the American College. Hope all are safe and healthy during this uncertain and unprecedented pandemic duration. The entire world is kept quiet now. No business, no academics, no traffic, no shopping, no cinemas, etc. No one knows anything. No one has any idea about the happenings now. During the pandemic, many of our departments came forward to conduct webinars, workshops, conferences, etc. for the benefit of their students, researchers, and public. Likewise, the Department of Psychology was interested in organizing series of webinars jointly organized with the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation of Alagappa University. Dr. Suresh Kumar is our webinar coordinator. Huge response for the webinar series. Thanks to the patron, Professor Rajendran, the Vice Chancellor of Alagappa University, and the co-patron, Professor Guru Malesh Prabhu, the Registrar of Alagappa University, Dr. Sujata Malini, convener, and the organizing secretaries, Dr. Gunasegaran, Assistant Professor from Alagappa University, and Dr. Suresh Kumar, Psychology Department of the American College. They're conducting many programs. Recently, they organized series of webinars, 100 webinar series on behalf of the Psychology Department of the American College with a similar topic. They reached more than 15,000 participants, organizing such a wonderful program for the past 7 days. It seems that 278 participants now. So 7 into 277. It is about more than 2,000. It's great. American College established in the year 1881 by the American missionaries. There are 37 departments and more than 9,000 students are in the college. Among the all, Psychology Department is one of the special departments established recently. In American College, we have UG Psychology course, and now from this year, we have MSc, Applied Psychology. During the past 7 days, during the webinar series, I heard that there are 14 world-class resource persons, including a Russian resource person. Great. Congratulations to all the organizers. COVID-19 gives rise to a significant number of psychological consequences and health problems. We have noticed that many are witnessed in stress, angry, nervous, sadness, and many diseases. This webinar series helps a lot to create awareness about the importance of mental health and well-being during the COVID pandemic, because prevention is better than cure. You are all in the process of prevention. The Department of Psychology of the American College took an initiative along with national and international associations, institutions, mental health centers, and many. And it will be helpful for the adolescents, youth, adult, and old age people. Thanks to all the participants. Yes, it's a great success. Thanks to the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Science of Alagappa University for allowing us as your joint venture. I thank Dr. Sujata Malini, Dr. Gunasegaran, and all our faculty, webinar coordinator, Dr. Suresh Kumar, Mrs. Kyle Willie, Mrs. Simona, and Dr. Pauline for their support in promoting the webinar series. A special thanks to the coordination of this webinar, Dr. Suresh Kumar, for his wonderful initiation. It's my pleasure to thank the students of the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Science and my Psychology Department students, press people, and all the other well-wishers. Hope it will be a wonderful program. And today's speakers also great speakers. They are Mr. Krishnan Sivaraman from Chennai and Mrs. Manvita from Karnataka. Thanks again, and I wish all the success. God bless.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Now I request Dr. Suresh Kumar, sir, to introduce the speaker for the session.
Very good evening, one and all. It's my pleasure to introduce my colleague and my well-wisher, my friend, Dr. Krishnan. He is the founder of Wellbeing Center, Chennai. He had many experiences in corporate sector in Mumbai and almost different countries he visited. He chosen the field and he is working for that. There are budding psychologists. They are not having the adequate skill. So what he has done, he has set up a center in which as of now, as per my knowledge, he trained more than 3,000 budding psychologists. He given that dedicated programs. And one more thing, special thing about Mr. Krishnan is, wherever the program is, and he will be the first participant. He is a very good trainer, but wherever there is a training program, for example, when I asked about healing inner child, he told me that I was completed. And what about NLBS? I was completed. So when you ask any program related to psychology, he is open-minded to participate, and he learned from beginning, and he will like to share his experience to others. That is very good quality for a speaker. And today with us, Mr. Krishnan, he is going to share that important topic on the final day, and the positive living. I think we all know that everyone, we are having that negative component like fear, worry, uncertainty in our society is predominant among most of the people. But it is a right time, we need a right person to speak about positive living during this crisis period. So when we found a searching resource person for that, we found that Mr. Krishnan is one of the best person for the topic, and we invited him. He accepted. Thank you, sir, for our accepting our invitation. Now the floor is yours. We can share your knowledge, sir. Yeah.
Sorry, sir, please unmute him, sir.
1 minute. I made him.
Good evening, friends. Good evening, friends. First of all, let me thank Suresh for this, very kind introduction, and for Alagappa University for inviting me, and also jointly Dr. Christopher Dawamani sir from American College. So it's wonderful to be here, and I would like to tell you my father was an alumni of Alagappa University. I think in the 1960 or something, he had done his BT. So that time that BEd was called BT. So he was staying there, and he had done his BT there. So I'm very happy to be back, and I see that he's through me, he is coming back to Alagappa College, Alagappa University.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Positive living, everybody is talking about positive, but we have to live positively. So I would like to give a small exercise. Either if you have a pen and paper, you can use it, or you can take a minute to think about. Since morning, the 3 things that had made you happy today. You can take from morning, whatever time you got up today, 5 o'clock, 4:30, or 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever time, being a Sunday. So you got up, and till now, 3 things that had made you happy. Just you can think about it, you can cherish about it, or good thing is to write. You can write it, just take one or two, 3 sentence, 2 words to what made you happy today. And you can use the chat box also. You can type it up. Hope you managed to identify those 3 good things happened today to you. To start with, I would like to share a story of 2 of my clients. For the purpose of holding confidentiality, I have changed the name. The story of Meena and Neema. Meena was telling, both of them were supposed to go for interview during this. It was scheduled in the month of end of March, around 24th. So they were supposed to go for that interview, but this lockdown has happened. So what happened to these two girls? Meena, she was telling herself, she would not get the job because she had a very low self-esteem. She was lazy. She was having, avoidance personality, and she was not prepared for the interview. And she did not prepare herself, with the neat ironed clothes. She had not taken her biodata or CV, you call it, which printed. And then the lockdown was announced, and she was telling herself, "Oh my God, thank God!" And she went back to her den. She did not bother about the lockdown. The other girl, Nima, she was so confident of the job, getting that job. She had excellent self-esteem. She was so confident. She was brisk.
Sir.
Where she was going for interview, and she kept her clothes and all properly ironed 2 days earlier, and kept her CV in hand. And she also took a copy of the application form that she had sent. She was feeling a little sad that she could not make it to the interview because of the lockdown. But immediately she told herself, this is an opportunity to prepare for the interview in some more in a better way, some more information I can gather. Similarly, I would like to say this pandemic time, this last 2 months, and as we tied up with Suresh, and probably the best time I ever had in my profession, in my life, that I was feeling very good about what to say, I am doing something very good which is passionate about, and also it is giving me immense satisfaction, and it is being a great networking opportunity. You get to meet lots of people, like-minded people. It has given me great pleasure, and it's so much of joy in this COVID-19 lockdown period. How do you, Suresh, you can move forward four slides where you have positive living. Some more. Yeah, next one. Yeah, this one, the previous one. Yeah. See, positive living, uh, you know, positive living through positive thinking. You need positive attitude. You should have that attitude. Whatever you see, you can look at it. Experience the pleasantness. Experience the happy feelings. See, happiness brings brightness into your eyes. It gives you more energy. The whole being of being oneself broadcasts goodwill, it happiness and success. Even the health is affected in a positive way, beneficial way. You get more energy. When we talk, when we walk around, we talk with the full of confidence. The voice is so more powerful. Our body language changes. It shows the way how we feel. The positive and negative thinking are contagious. If we are positive, people are more disposed to be helpful to us. They will approach you. Do you need anything? Are you okay? Do you need any help? Do you want me to get something for you? Because you are at home, you are not going out. So people will just come to you for an offer. Where anyone who emits negativity, the people dislike. They would like to avoid coming even near to you. When the mind is negative, there's lots of biochemistry, chemistry professors and all addressed. So I don't want to get into the chemical part of it, but to say it in a raw way. When the mind is negative, the poisons are released into the blood, which cause more unhappiness and negativity. Negative thoughts, negative words, and negative attitude create negative and unhappy feelings, bad moods, and bad behavior. So this is a way to failure frustration, and disappointment. And let us see the directions of positive thinking. Suresh. Just close your eyes. Earlier we talked about the 3 good things that had made you happy. Now it is about yourself. Think 3 good things about you. When you think about it, about yourself, that makes you feel very happy. Can you write it down? I am a courageous person. I am a blessing. I am a helpful person. I am a very friendly person. So like the 3 good things, good characters about yourself, can you write it down? You can use the chat box also. So when you feel good about ourselves, we emit that good feeling and we also pass it on to others. So good feelings spread further and further and further. So how you can turn into positive? In order to turn your mind toward positive, Suresh, you need to do some inner work, because your attitude and thoughts do not change overnight. As they were gone deep inside, it has gone so deep. How will you take it out? So you have to work on it. So how do we do? Let's see how do we do. First thing, Suresh, yeah. First thing, you should know the power of thoughts has a mighty power which always shaping our lives. The shaping is done subconsciously. As we are, the environment, as we keep thinking about ourselves, keep thinking good things. So these things go into a subconscious mind. But at the same time, it is possible to make the process consciously. You can work on it. I have this, so why I am doing this. Let us work on it. Okay, let me see only positive in it. Whatever, say for example, if I am missing the bus, okay, I missed the bus, what would have happened? I have to take another bus and go. Oh my God, I missed the bus, I'm not going to do anything. So we need not think about it. So the thoughts, thinking positively, you can process it. You can process it with the consciously you can process that. The second one is, you need to ignore. You need to ignore what other people say or think about you when they discover your change of behavior, the change of way that you think. Because when you are being positive, obviously people will be noting you. People, that the changes are visible. You cannot hide the change. So people will start thinking, what happened to this guy? Why he is doing like this? Suddenly he comes and helps. Probably people must have seen this movie, Catherine Murray, where MS Bhaskar, he comes, after listening to the, they participated in the chat with the Madhu. Then he comes, he changed his life. When he comes there, people were worried that, this guy is going to come and fight. But he will say, sorry, I'm so sorry. I've been so bad to you people. I have changed. I have come to say sorry. So it's a change. People will be wondering such change. So don't bother. Just ignore their opinion, what they say about yourself. You work on your own behavior, your own changes. The third, you have to use your imagination. You have to visualize only the favorable and beneficial situations. Suppose you are getting a job. Suppose, say, for example, you are not for that girl who missed that opportunity. See, she can think, oh my God, I have not, I have not got the job. Okay, I have not prepared. Oh, this is an opportunity to know why, to introspect, why I have not got the job, why I missed it. So I can work on it so that I can be prepared very well to go further, go to a next time and be successful. So you have to visualize that way. And you have to, the fourth one, you have to use positive words. Even when you are doing inner dialogues, you go and talk to yourself. When you do that, I am good, I can do this, I am a successful person, I am going to win this race. So you have to say it positively. Don't say, I am not going to lose this, I am not going to miss the bus. Don't use negative words. Change everything into a positive one. I am going to get the job. I am going to be a nice person. I am going to talk only nice words. I am going to be happy. Use everything in a positive manner. And these dialogues, not only when you are talking to yourself, when you are making this inner dialogues, but also when you are talking with others. So Suresh was so nice to me. He was using so many things, certain things, I didn't even realize that, I have told him I have done this. When he asked, I have done this. And so he remembered those things. When he said to me, it has given me good feeling. Like that, when you speak some good words to others, it will give them also a good feeling. See, for example, I would like to share one more small thing about the words. We know whatever the things coming out from us, the saliva, we do toilet, the blood, all these things, you sneeze, you get your breathing, the air comes out. All these things are stinky, but only one thing that can be very nice, very pleasant, very joyful, make others happy. These are the words that you come out. Another beautiful thing, you smile. Keep smiling. Idukkan vargal nagaga. So such a beautiful thing we have got in Tamil also. Smile a little more. That will help you to think positively. Just simple act of smiling or laughing can make you happier. You can easily cheat your brain that if you keep your face with a big smile, the mind will think that you are happy. It will give you more oxytocin, dopamine, all these things. Try this instead. You can look at when you are going out, though you started going out. So try this. Look at strangers. Look at them in the eye and give them a genuine smile. In most cases, you will get the smile in return. What a great feeling you will get. The more you smile, the more smiles you will get it in return. It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? So smile. Keep and you can, I always say that one exercise, to cheat. You can just take a pen or pencil and bite like this. Then, that keeps your face as a smiley. It's a beautiful thing. Then you keep practicing that, your face automatically become a smiley. It's a beautiful thing. Next one is, once you start practicing this being positive, bringing positive thoughts into you, then, you will be able to realize negative thought enters into a mind. You will be aware. You can easily make out. When you become aware of it, replace it with a positive one. Keep repeating it. Whenever you are getting when the negative thought comes back, when it returns, replace it again with a positive one. Keep changing it. You become aware, then over a period of time, the negative thoughts will not even come near to you. So, for example, I am not good at it. If you think I'm not good at it, you can find out what am I missing in it? What can I add into it? So to make I am good at it. And even when you are making it a positive sentence, even that positive, you can enhance it. I am awesome at this. You can say that, whoa, I am in the right track on this. This is another thing, this is too boring. How can I make it interesting? I just can't do mathematics. Okay, I am going to train myself. I'm going to train my brain to learn mathematics, to do well maths. So this is the way you can plan. I plan A. Suppose you have plan A, you can have plan B. Why just plan B? You have 25 more letters. You can have plan B, C, D, up to Z you can have. So you have, that you have options. Next is very, very important. Perseverance. Next, never give up. The seventh one is, never give up. Never ever give up. Next one, Suresh. I don't know how many of you have studied this lesson. I think, it was in the second standard when I was studying. There was a story about a Scottish king, Robert Bruce. He was defeated in the war and he was hiding in a cave. So he was so tired, he was so demotivated, and he was lying down in the cave and he was looking at, and he saw a spider knitting its web. So it was falling down because the web was very thin. So the spider was little heavy. So every time it was falling down, it went back and it was completing it. This has given him great hope that okay, we should not give up. Even a spider did not give up. So why should I give up? I will go and I will fight and I will take back my country and be the king of my people. In case you experience inner resistance and difficulties, and when replacing negative thoughts with the positive one, like what we saw before. The next is Suresh. The next is this. You always think about your circumstances. If you think, oh my God, this is my situation. What am I going to do? Like that, think positive. Then the circumstances, if you keep thinking positively, the circumstances will change accordingly. It does not matter what circumstances you are there at this point of time. When you expect only favorable results, and situations and circumstances will change accordingly. If you persevere, your transformation, the way your mind thinks, the transformation takes place the way your mind thinks. It may take some time for the changes, but eventually it will change. Use affirmations. Keep repeating it. I am good. I am a blessing. I am a strong person physically and mentally. I am a winner. So these are the things, I have listed down some more, which I will give you along with the presentation, which you can take it. Don't use negative. Like earlier I said, I won't lose. No one can beat me, and so on. You think about yourself. I am going to win. Okay. Then we talk about creative visualization, and it has got long ones. I will get back to after this all the points are getting over. I will take creative visualization separately. It is a type of mindfulness exercise that can be used to promote success in every area in life. Let me tell you how it can be done subsequently. Next is the gratitude diary. 11. The gratitude diary. Next, Suresh. Individual benefits of gratitude research suggests that gratitude may be associated with many benefits of individuals, including better physical, psychological health, increased happiness, and life satisfaction, decreased materialism, and more. Practicing gratitude and being grateful are the keys to happier life. Thankfulness is happening if thankfulness is a beginning of gratitude. Gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. Thankfulness may be consist merely of words, whereas gratitude shown in action. The more you use gratitude every day, the greater good you will bring into your life. For example, I have given listed a few things. Say how to write a gratitude diary. For example, I am grateful for I'm grateful to my friend Suresh because he had proposed my name for this wonderful platform, which gives me pleasure of sharing my knowledge with the people, and also get feedback so that I can correct myself if is there any improvement is required. Like that, what I am looking forward today or tomorrow. What's a popular song that you enjoy? It may be Roja, it may be Dil, whatever. What is a popular song that you enjoy? Who is the person or one friend you can always rely on? All these things you can write in a diary. You can look at it. That will give you more sense of gratitude. The next is very, very important. It's a kindness. The act of kindness, it's a gift. It's a gift which everyone can give to anybody. I'd like to share my story here. Once I was going in a bike, and it was in a four road junction in the busy Mount Road in Chennai. And somebody was going in front of me. Suddenly he carried, I think, he was a vegetable vendor. He was going in a TVS 50. He was having all the vegetables and all these things, full of, his vehicle was fully loaded with it. And suddenly his vegetables started falling down in the middle of the road. Immediately I stopped my vehicle, and by the time he moved about 30 minutes. So the police was calling it. So immediately I stopped, and I also started picking up and collecting them and giving it to me. He said with a big smile, he said thanks. And then I went back to my bike, and I saw one person who had noticed. He said, I noticed that you are helping that person. It was actually a beautiful thing when I showed that very small kindness. The oxytocin, the chemical responsible for feelings of love and connection, binds us as human beings. And what happened? It is not just when I did it, it is increased me, and increase the happy feeling is increased in me, and to the person who benefited, but also the person who had witnessed and he had said, I have seen, I liked it, I feel very happy. So it is like I said, it is a contagious, it spreads. In this mindset, the power of kindness and the chemical reaction, we have to acts of generosity. Next is very, very important is forgiveness. People find it very, very difficult to forgive. And I think yesterday or day before, Dr. Shanmugh Kamble was talking about it. What a wonderful thing. Forgiveness is a process where someone who can be wronged chooses to let it go for their resentment and treat the wrongdoer with compassion, which is very difficult, but it takes time. You have to practice. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or condoning the wrongdoers, granting legal mercy, or reconciling with relationship. You can forgive a person while in no way believing that their actions were accepted or justified. Whatever actions they have done, it is wrong. But it doesn't mean that when you are forgiving that person, that actions they are not acceptable. On the other hand, simply saying the word "I forgive you" or accepting an apology is not forgiveness. In fact, forgiveness can occur without even speaking to the wrongdoer. Forgiveness is an emotional change that occurs within the person who has been wronged. What is forgiveness? The decision to overcome pain that was inflicted by the another person. Letting go of anger, resentment, shame, and other emotions associated with this injustice that has happened, even though they are reasonable feelings. Treating the offender with a compassion, even though they are not entitled to it. Where forgiveness is not reconciliation, not repairing or returning to a relationship. Forgetting the injustice, condoning or excusing the offender's behavior, granting legal mercy to the offender, letting go, but wishing for revenge. So these are not forgiveness, not forgivenesses. It happens as a result of being unable to hold on to a grudge, unable to bear the pain, unable to bear the pain of hatred, unable to sustain that anger. It is not easy to hold on to a grudge against someone. If you are wise, you would say, I am tired of this grudgeful feeling, and the moment you think about saying that you are tired of being grudgeful, the moment you will do that, your grudge fails. You have already forgiven that person. The weak never forgives. Only the strong person forgives. Forgiveness is the attribute of a strong person, strongness. The person who forgives is always first to be blessed. Forgiveness is the promise of peace. Forgiveness is a freedom. It's peace. It's a release. It's mercy, acceptance, harmonious, transcendence, love, reverence, open heart to smile and laugh again. And the last one I would like to say, you get used to the meditation, mindfulness, yoga if possible. Meditation, if you do it, the best time is at early morning. I don't tell you that you have to do it that way. If you do it, it is better. It is like our actor says, "Irundha nalla irukum." It is like that. If you do it at early morning, around 4:30, 5, it's the best time. Nevertheless, you can do it anytime. You can do pranayam, breathing exercises. You can do yoga. You can do body scan, let it go, loving kindness meditation, mindfulness meditation. All these things, if you practice, your life will be beautiful. It will be happier. Suresh, do you have time? So I have added some more in the appendix. I have, how to add things in the conversation. Your conversation can be constructive, optimistic, helpful, and you can use encouraging words. There are some words listed. Suresh, do we have time to talk about creative visualization, which will take about 10 to 15 minutes?
No, we are having next speaker, no, sir, today.
Okay, fine. Okay. You can try these exercises.
Yes.
I'll just tell the exercises, then you can probably make a note of it. 3 things or 3 people that you are thankful for. You can do this every day. The person you want to forgive. They have the one who have done wrong to you. Those people you want to forgive. And there is an exercise for this which can be discussed later. And whom do you want to say sorry? You have done something, you have hurt somebody. Think about that person. Well, you want to say sorry to them. Best thing, just call up and say that, I'm so sorry about this is done. I'm so sorry about, you can say that. See how light you become. You become like a feather. You can just fly, you can be free. With that note, I end with this. Thank you very much for for my lecture, and you have been listening. Thank you so very much. If any questions you have, you can probably ask.
Yes, now
I would like to answer.
Yeah, actually, you can give the participants, if you want to ask questions, they can ask for 10 minutes.
Okay, sir. Participants, please click the raise hand option in the screen so that you can ask questions to this person. Also, you can write the questions in the chat.
And dear
There is a
participants,
first question.
one more announcement. Actually, Mr. Krishnan is having a lot of content. As I requested him, today is on final day. So we have to stick with that time. So that is the reason he concluded in 35 minutes. Otherwise, it take 1.5 hours. There are a lot of exercises are there. We would like to give that information. Now we can welcome, come forward and then ask a question to the resource person now. I think there are 2 persons are there. Actually, I can coordinate.
Yes, sir. Yes. So the first question is from Govind Raja. Sir, please unmute yourself and ask the question. Govind Raja, sir. Yes, sir. Please unmute yourself, sir. Govind Raja, sir.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, you are audible, sir. You can ask.
You are audible.
Yeah. Sir, it's a very nice presentation. Definitely, sir, really, I am very happy. And one more thing, sir, regarding the negative thoughts, sir, some older people, during the attainment of age, usually they come to the fear of death. So how can they overcome the fear of the death? This is my question. And one more thing, how can they develop the resistance in positive thoughts?
Okay.
This is my question.
It's a beautiful question, Govind Raja.
Yeah.
See, I have a very similar problem. I have a neighbor who is about 72 years old. So because she's a neighbor, she's old and she's alone, I always go and help her whatever possible way. But in the morning when I get up and I just go there to help her, she will say, I don't like this at all. The first word in a day starts with, I don't like this. Okay, so how do I handle this? So I will not immediately say, don't say like this. Okay, so probably I will ask, so what has happened? How can we make it right? And see what is missing there. So we can add those things. And it can be cultivated. This has to be practiced. As I said, this has gone deep into everybody's life, everybody's inside. You get up, oh my God, this is the day, one more day of COVID. I never, that day, maybe first day I was a bit, I had, fear. So how is it going to be? the day, I mean, the upcoming days, how are the days going to be. But the moment I, we may, I mean, we had spoken to each other, then I said, I got hold of this, like a lifeline. So I've been enjoying day by day. Every day I've been enjoying. Say, all I'm saying, it has to be cultivated. So you keep the person who is caregiver, who is around them, then, they have to use positive things. So don't take that whatever they are saying, don't use the same word. Use a positive word, because I don't know what is the situation. So I'm unable to give you the right word, what they are using. I have given my example when this, the auntie of 72 years old, because I'm close to 60 now, in another couple of years or whatever. So I call her auntie only. So when she is saying that, I'll ask, okay, this is a good thing is happening. See something there because she gets up in the morning, switches on the TV, and she listens to this astrology, and he will say Chandrashtamam, then she is gone. So I'll say, I immediately switch to some other channel and tell her, see, what is he saying? So I divert it. I make a change of environment, word, everything I change it. So it has to be practiced. So what will happen when we were keep on listening to that, we also become like that. So it is better. So you be aware. I said, be aware of the negative things coming into you. So make it positive and use it. Use the positive words. And some positive words are happy, successful, satisfied, joy. It's very encouraging. I'm getting agreeable. It's very attractive. She is very beautiful, charming, kind person. You said this person has got so much of patience. There's so much of accomplishment is the person has done. So very creatively they have done. Such a harmonious person, inspirational, constructive, helpful. All these so many words. You go to dictionary, you get all the positive. Start using one by one every day. This is the way you can do it. This is the simplest way. Simplest way you can practice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that wonderful answer, sir. So I request Dr. Baba Vajrala to ask the questions. Please unmute yourself. Dr. Baba. Yes. Yes. Yes, you're unmuted. Please do
Sir,
ask the question. Yes,
sir, good evening, sir. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Could you
Sir,
please
I have two
louder?
questions. Is it audible?
A little more louder. It's audible, but a little louder.
Sir, I have a question. What is the best way to make a child the habit of positiveness?
We have to be role models.
Okay.
We have
And
to
then
be
I
role
have
models.
okay,
Easiest way. See, people, kids, follow us. Easiest
I have
way.
another question, sir.
Yeah.
How this resilience helpful in this positiveness?
Resilience is, I told you this, example. Say, for example, I will tell you, I was trying to go to Middle East because I had some family commitments. When I went there, I was rejected in the first interview. First thing they said, you don't have experience. And I was not sure what experience they were actually looking for. It was very related to my job. Then second time another thing, very similar job came. So I was, when the first interview, when I did not get it, so I talked with my seniors, I talked with my mentor, I asked him, see, this is what they have asked. So, I mean, this is the answer I have given, but why it is not it? So they have given me alternative way to present it. You won't believe, second time also failed. I got it only on the third time.
Okay.
So you have to keep, trying. Sometimes you have to, push yourself, to block the negative thoughts and to think positively.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Once again, I thank the organizers giving the opportunity to attend a wonderful webinar for your past 1 week. I congratulate all of them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So we have like again 3 to 4 questions are there, sir. Due to time constraint, we will restrict to that much question room, 3 to 4 questions. So the next person will be Prashant Yadav. Please unmute yourself. Prashant Yadav.
Yeah. It's audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, Sujata Malini, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to asking the questions. Yeah, I'm student. So my just question is as simple as is like that. Sir, what are the basics that if we are going through with the negative in our life, how we can cope up with that? If we are removing them as well, but sometimes they're coming back in our back as well. That how will we can remove all those negativity?
It's a wonderful question. Yadav. See, when you are saying that you are going through a negative thing, so that means you know what you want, what you are not getting, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So there lies the positive thing. So to get to what you want, so you can, from that you have to work. It is difficult. It is not, like, okay, change your mind, everything overnight it happens. It doesn't happen. Keep trying. You speak Tamil? You speak Tamil or what?
No, actually I'm a Hindi background. I speak in English only.
Okay. Correct. So I wanted to tell you one proverb. So it doesn't make sense to tell you that. Okay, fine. See, if you start, what you want, when you are going through negative life or whatever. So you know why it is negative, because what you want, you didn't get it. So you know what you wanted. So when you know clearly what you wanted, then you can work on it. Then you know what, see, if you start thinking about it, how to reach, how to get it, and you will automatically, start finding the ways. See, again, I will give you my own example. When I came back from Middle East, they said, my experience in the Middle East was nullified. It was so disheartening. I didn't know what to do. I put in about 22 years of experience in that particular area of advertising. They said, your experience is nullified. I worked with the multinational companies. But I said, okay, if that is not there, my own stuff is there. I know I am good at the people. I am good at the networking. So what I did, I changed what I can do. I started working towards it. Now it is about 10 years now. Like that.
Oh, thank you for answering me, sir. Yes,
Did
sir.
I answer your question?
Yes, sir. You answered with my question, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mal.
Thank you, Adav.
Thank you, sir. We will take up like questions from chat box also. There are a lot of them like that too. So there is a question from Akshaya Krishnan. She has asked if we are imagining everything positively, which doesn't happen in our life, is that attitude going to bring disappointment in us?
See, life is not only positive. Okay. Have you seen the cardiogram? It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Correct? If it is straight, what is it?
Yes.
When the cardiogram is taken, the laptop, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. That means you are alive. If it is straight, no life. When negative is there, if you are able to handle that, if you are working towards it, if you are challenging the negative, life becomes beautiful. Life becomes excitement. Life becomes challenging. You would like to take the challenge. If you are running, remember, see, hope you have seen the kids running. They are running to, win the race. Correct? They don't know whether they are going to win or not, but they take the challenge and they run because they don't know the pain of winning and losing. As we adult, we learn this and we instigate pain in ourselves. So if there is no negative, and the life won't be challenging, life won't be interesting. You have the challenges, when you start working towards working on that negative to turning into a positive thing, that's where the life becomes a happier and joyful and exciting.
Thank you, sir. It's so true. So there's yet another question in the chat box. It's a question from Saravana Kumar. He has asked to distinguish between willingness and forgiveness.
Willingness is, you are pushing yourself. Okay? But forgiveness, it has to come voluntarily. Okay, you are telling me, I am accepting it. Okay? That is willingness. Forgiveness comes from the heart. Okay, I know that you have hurt me, but I will give you, that it doesn't mean that your wrongdoing is justified. What you have done is wrong. You hurt me. I had that pain, but you are throwing away that pain. You are not holding on to it. You are not having that grudge. Somebody had hurt you. So when you have grudge, you have all the ailments also. So you know that has happened, but you voluntarily say that, you forgive that person.
He has asked another question too, like how do we analyze mutual information conductivity and spontaneous information conductivity? How do we analyze?
Come again? What is that?
How do we analyze mutual information conductivity and spontaneous information conductivity?
This, I don't think I can answer it now. Such a big question, and I'll answer it later. Is that okay?
The person can actually mail you, sir, so that you can answer him.
I will do that. Sure.
Please to mail the question, sir.
Wellbeingkrishnan@gmail.com.
Thank you, sir. So
it is there in the last side. Is my mail ID is there.
Thank you, sir. I will now request Dr. Sujata Malini ma'am to ask questions if there is any questions from YouTube or.
There are two questions. One is not a question. They have recorded that they have given, they have done some kind work so that they got happiness. So they have recorded their sincere gratitude and kindness that they have showed towards a pregnant lady who is in need of getting a breakfast, so that they got happiness out of their act. So they recorded that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the next one is how to forgive a frequent cheater.
This is kind of a difficult question. Why do you want to see when somebody is cheating you? Then you have to take a decision. If somebody is cheating you, you know that that person is cheating you. So you have to make a decision what needs to be done. First of all, the forgiveness comes once you what you want to do with that. So you every time 10 times, 20 times, 30 times you keep forgiving, that you are taken for granted. So you need to have little more assertiveness, and you have to make a decision that will make you happy. Then once you are out of it, then you will be able to forgive. You know that person had done wrongdoing to you. When you are with that, it is difficult. So you have to, because it is happening continuously. So that part you have to take care. Then only you will be able to forgive them.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. One more question: how to overcome the feeling of guilt? Guilty.
Feeling of guilt. Best thing, if whatever whatever is done, suppose if you do a person or something, best thing you can undo it, try to undo it, tell the person that I made a mistake, I'm so sorry, genuinely you can apologetic. You can ask for forgiveness, you can ask for mercy.
Thank
So
you,
that
sir.
is the best way to do it. But sometimes if the person is not there, you start feeling it. Time will heal, but you can say that, I have done it, it's my mistake. If you start telling yourself that, you made a mistake, you made this, you are the cause for it. That itself, it's a forgiveness. One to self. Second, you can also say that you have been forgiven.
Thank you,
Once
sir.
you
Thank you.
realize that that mistake is done by you, so then automatically when you realize that, automatically you get the forgiven by yourself. Because most of the time you will be hurting yourself for having the guilt.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. We will have one last question, and other participants, please mail your questions to sir so that he can answer. There is a person who raised his hand for a quite long time, so I don't want to miss that. So yes, Yashvinder Kapil, yours will be the last question. Please unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Your session is very much informative.
Thank you.
My question is, like in a home or in an organization, we are having a people who are the energy suckers. So how to deal with the energy suckers?
Organizations. See, best thing, you can do lots of planning in your work. See, you can call names, but I understand what you are trying to say. But the thing is, if you are planning, it's all depending upon us. We are putting so much of effort. It is also in the back of your mind, if you see, you may be kind of, I'm not blaming, you think about introspect, why your energy being sucked. You can do some more introspection within yourself. What is happening? Why I am taking so much of, why my energy is taken by somebody else? Why am I giving permission to suck somebody sucking you? Why? You have to work on those lines. Then it is easier to get away from that. And you have to learn little more assertiveness. You start practicing assertiveness, then it will be easier.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much,
Yes.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashwinder. Thank you.
Thank you for patiently answering all the questions, in-depth information. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Suresh Kumar, sir, to deliver the vote of thanks and also introduce the next speaker.
Thank you, Akshay, for the great opportunity to support the vote of thanks. Mr. Kristen, I think this is the second time I'm attending the same topic in a different version. Version 1 and version 2. There is an improvised, and then I think today's participants are more blessed, and then you got very quality content from Mr. Kristen. Amazing one. And in positive living, he given that there are different activities we can follow. And the 13 activities we can follow, as he said. And it is there in that when you go into that Barbara prediction, positive emotion, the same thing in order to...
Suresh, I would like to hear the good words from you. I am unable to hear.
Yeah.
Your voice is like feeble,
breaking,
sir.
Very feeble.
Can you use a headset?
Your
so
voice is breaking.
Okay. I don't know. I think my network is...
Good words
Louder.
I would love to hear.
Louder, sir, please.
Yes. See, there are Barbara predictions. She is the person who conducted a research on positive emotions, and she come out with, based on her experience, 10 years of research experience, she come out with 10 positive emotions. But today, for positive living, you given that 14 inputs. That shows that you spend more time on that finding out positive components. That is the plus point. And I said in the beginning, the same topic I am listening you in 2 different occasions. This is the second time I think these are the participants were blessed to have that defined version 2.0. So the qualities are more than the first one. It is an amazing. And when you given the examples, you given that ethical also you have followed. You are not given the names of the person. Some of them, they in the spontaneity, they will say the name, but you are more cautious. It shows that your social responsibility also. I record my sincere thanks to you for your amazing input, sir, on behalf of the Department of Special Education, Alagappa University, and Department of Psychology, American College, for the wonderful presentation, sir. And I think, shall we begin the second session? I think Madam will give the welcome. I will introduce the speaker.
Thank you so very much, Suresh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Krishnan
Your
sir.
kind words. Thank you, Sujata ma'am. And
Thank you.
I'm happy to be back. You know, I feel that my dad is here. You know.
Yeah, sure.
So
Very nice
you.
to hear the words from you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
I'm
Now
studying in the same B.Ed college.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. I think he did it in 1959.
Okay, very great. Nice to hear those words.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for joining us today and giving your awesome lectures. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I request Dr. Sujata Malini ma'am to give the welcome address for the next speaker.
Yeah, thank you, Akshaya. On behalf of the Department of Special Education and Rehabilitation Science and Department of Psychology, the American College, Madurai, it's my pleasure to welcome today's second speaker, Mrs. Manvita, a clinical psychologist, teacher, counselor, trainer, and coach who is having a multi-personality and able to talk on power of positive mindset. So in this very pleasure session, we would be very happy to welcome you on behalf of our departments for having you in this international webinar on mental health and wellness. So welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I request Dr. Suresh Kumar sir to introduce the speaker.
Thank you, ma'am, for that amazing welcome. And thank you, Akshaya, for giving the opportunity to introduce the second speaker. Yes, as I said in the beginning, I had an experience with both the speakers of today, Mr. Krishnan and Ms. Manvita. They had a very good similarity in spreading the positivity among the people. And one of the questions they were asked in the beginning earlier, there are negative things are going on. Why we have to concentrate on positive, which is not having any result? The same question is applicable to the negative component also. There is no effect will be there for negative things. Why have to give much importance to negative component? So we need a people who talk about positive things. So today, the final day, I think they given the two positive psychologists here. One is Mr. Krishnan. The second speaker is Ms. Manvita. I think I found her in LinkedIn and then social media only. See, when I gone through her profile, I found that she has done a many program and then updated her. Can you give me a session? She said immediately okay. And the speaker is very good in that positive mindset. In the last session, there is a problem in my place. I can able to hear only after 10 minutes. I can see that high professionalism, and I can say that I recommended the speaker to some of the institutions in Tamil Nadu also. So that is a quality you can come to know. And she's a teacher and as a trainer, as a coach. That's why we can find out they are very specialized in delivering the content. There are many teachers, they are very good in that, but they may not have the ability to deliver. But today's speaker having the ability to give that information that will reach your heart and in your mind. Now it is a great opportunity to have a second speaker, Ms. Manvita, with us. Ma'am, the floor is yours. You can share your knowledge and experience. Yeah, please unmute yourself. Yes. Unmute yourself. Unmute. Please unmute. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Again, you muted, I think. Again, you muted. Unmute one time only. Just one time. No, oh no. One click. Just one click that button. Yes, yes. Now you can speak. Now it is an unmuted. You can speak now.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. Thank you so much for a lovely introduction, Madam and Suresh Kumar sir. It's an honor and privilege to be amongst this or this gathering to deliver my small session on positivity. Sir, can I share my screen?
1 minute, I will stop mine. Yes, we can share your screen.
I think I need permit to share my screen. Yeah, I've got it. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Can you make it a full screen so that
Yes, just one moment.
F5, I think.
One second.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. A very warm welcome to all of you. And I'll be taking you on a journey of positivity for the next 30 minutes. Well, positive mindset. Krishnan sir delivered an excellent session on positivity. And now I'll be, probably there are elements which will overlap, but do consider it as a learning so that it aids everyone over here. Also, if I can introduce myself, I've been handling counseling sessions for a decade now. I teach and I'm an NLP practitioner, a trainer and a coach. That's a little bit about me. And let's begin. My dear friends, on this slide, you see that there are many different kinds of boxes in different colors placed on either side of the slide. And if you look at it very carefully, do you think there is any segmentation? And if you think so, can you type in the chat box, what do you actually see? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible, ma'am.
Okay. Can, yes, qualities, positive mindset, joyful. Good evening to everyone. Yes. Good. What else? Yes, happy and sad segments, right? Moods. Angry, positive. Yes, yes. That's right. Thank you so much, Deva. Thank you so much, Josna, and Karpuswami. Thank you so much. That's right. Now, if you look at this very carefully, you will see that the entire slide can be segmented vertically into two parts. One is the negative side of emotions and the positive side of emotions. We all identify with our positive emotions using different words such as contented, good, joyful, pleasant, happy, wonderful, wow. At the same time, for a negative emotion, we have our own connotations to the word negative emotion, and we use terminology such as afraid, bad, angry, unpleasant, sad, negative, down, dry, such words. But if you look at it, like Krishnan sir said, one cannot be completely positive, nor can one be completely negative. Then how can you begin your life and how can you remain positive on a given day? Look at the center part of this slide. This is mostly how we converse. We have to deal with people. I was just listening to all those questions from the previous session. How do I deal with a negative person? How do I deal with a person who has a negative intent? How do I deal with a person who's trying to weigh me down? It's very simple. You don't have to deal with it. That's the basic answer. You don't have to deal with it because all that you're seeing right now is the negative side of that person. But if you look very closely, then that person might have a positive side to him or her. When you align with the positive side, then the negative side becomes just a shadow and then it will pass. But what's most important is to align with the positive side in the person. Why is it important? Is because you need to find the purpose of your communication, of why you're speaking to that person, of your interaction, the why, the purpose of this entire communication and this relationship is going to bring out the positivity. If you are bent upon judging a person for all the negative things that the person has, then you're not having a positive mindset. Positive mindset is all about seeing things in a positive manner, having a bird's eye view of the situation, but not being dragged in or sucked into that situation. Rather, you're looking at it from outside like an observer, but you're also appreciating the positive things in the other person. But before you appreciate a positive thing in the other person, one has to appreciate the positive things in yourself. You have a lot of positivity. Maybe that particular day is dark, dull, and doomed, but you still have some positivity in you. You will have to live through that positivity. That's exactly what I mean to convey over here. As you see, we have many triangular boxes over here. Most of them are different emotions that you can identify yourself with. But look at the colors. What we call as positive is in red. Anger, unpleasant can also make you have the same kind of an emotion, hormonally speaking. When oxytocin kicks in, when serotonin kicks in, these are hormones, these are neurotransmitters. When they kick in, when your adrenaline is high, your body might respond to the same emotion, but in different ways. Hence, it's very important for us to acknowledge that we are an amalgamation of different emotions. Our mind is filled with different emotions. Having said that, I want all of you to quickly grab a pencil, a pen, and a sheet. And I would want you to rate yourself on these couple of questions. If you're ready, then we begin. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you can rate yourself on each of the statement, 1 being the least and 10 being the most applicable to you at the moment, like right now, 4:22 p.m. on a Sunday evening. Let me begin. Sentence number 1. Today is a great day. Today is a great day. Rate yourself between 1 and 10. It's just your subjective marking. Sentence 2. I think I need to relax, sleep, and forget all about watering the plants or watching the night sky. I think I need to relax, sleep, but forget all about watering the plants or watching the night sky. I just want to sleep. Sentence 3. I wish I could change the world, but this time is testing my patience. But these times, as in the lockdown time, is testing my patience. I can change the world, but right now, it's too much for me. It's testing my patience. Sentence 4. All things around looks interesting. Everything around you looks interesting. Sentence number 5. I did look forward to today's talk. I did look forward to today's talk. Sentence number 6. I think any amount of goodness around us will still keep us in the same state of agony. Nothing can change. It's always like this, nothing can change. Next, the lockdown has put my life out of balance. Next, the lockdown is challenging yet bracing, which means the lockdown is very challenging, it's difficult, but I'll embrace it. Let me adapt. Sentence 9, happiness for me reverberates with acquisition. For me, happiness is only when I get something. When I put my hand on a $100 bill, when I have $1,000,000 rupees in my account, or when I get that Ferrari car. For me, that is happiness. Or when I get an iPhone. And the last one is simple and small things in life bring in loads of happiness. Now kindly do your arithmetic, calculate your total score and put it in the chat box. Calculate your score. Oh wow. All of that, 10, if you've got 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, then put it together, you'll get a total. And now put it in the chat box. 61, 77, Srividya, Dr. Prerna, Alicia, 49, Suthir, 77, Chahat, 48, Dharitri, 64. Thank you. Chitra Devi, 83. That's a very good number, madam. 76, Akshaya, Sudhir Trivedi, 77. Very nice, very nice. Somebody's got 80, Jodwari. Garima, yes. Very nice, very nice. Thank you so much, friends. Now, please look into your score. If you have got a score below 40, that's 30 and below, then you're a person who needs to really work on your emotions and have a lot of positive outlook. Whereas if your score is 70 and above, like say 71, 80 to 90, and if somebody has got 100, you're an extremely positive person. And those in between are ones who are balancing it out, who are trying to manage the situation, and who are being very, very, very careful about what you do, but yet you're enjoying all the good things in life. But there are a few things that are weighing you down because you're not ready to accept certain negative things, that not negative things, but challenging stuff in life. I hope this small questionnaire, it's part of my research, but I've changed quite a few questions over here, has brought in a little bit of clarity for you with regard to how you can understand and what are the most important sentences and questions you can ask yourself when you're weighing yourself down or when you're not positive or you want to be a little more positive in the day. Moving ahead, my dear friends, there are 4 pillars to positivity. One thing, the first thing is you need to be happy in doing small things. Small things together culminate into a bigger happy moment. For example, smiling at your stranger, smiling at a person who's just randomly walking down the street, or maybe offering a glass of water to somebody at home, or maybe, you know, just helping your friend to understand some concept, or just like how Dr. Suresh did, bringing us all together. And that one step when he dropped that first message was a small thing, but then it led to a very bigger picture. And that's a positive thing. Accept yourself. Accept that you have many colors to your emotions. Accept that, yes, this is what I am. Now let me work on certain things and let me be happy about certain other things. So accept it. Let there be harmony. Let there be harmony with yourself and your surrounding. You have to be happy about yourself. You have to be good to yourself. A certain amount of self-love is always good, but it should be harmonious with your surrounding. Don't love yourself so much that you forget about what's happening outside. Harmony is the key to have a very good social life and a family, a family life. In fact, that will define how you interact with other people, interpersonal interaction and communication. This is one of the core elements. Then another pillar is joy in doing little things. Joy in starting at a very initial phase and then working on it with a cascading effect, you build on it. For example, if you're really happy today and you really want to, let's say, cook carrot halwa, then what are you going to do? You just can't go to the kitchen and say carrot halwa appear. It's not going to appear. You'll have to do small things. You'll have to make everything ready and go with the process, and then you will have your carrot halwa. So start with small things. Enjoy everything that you do. And when you cook, especially for women, try this out tomorrow or tonight. Just make a dish and make sure that you wear a smile on your face throughout your cooking time, and see that your dish will also turn out to be a lot more tastier. And most important is you have to be in the present here and now. When you follow all these things, then you will definitely have a positive mindset. And a positive mindset is the key for a positive life. And a positive life is a key for a life which is more satisfying, which is more to your purpose of living. Moving ahead, I want you to carefully look at this Venn diagram. There are 3 circles. Life is a circle. You come back to what you start on. So if you start something very pleasant, on a positive note, being very pleasant in life, and you enjoy doing small things, and you think that it's a pleasure to do each of these daily rituals, and you add meaning to it, meaning to whatever you do. Suppose you have to get up in the morning, then you add meaning. I'm going to get up today and I'm going to do this. I'm happy. My life is happy. I have a great morning, which is why we wish each other good morning. Good morning is a very simple 2-letter word, but has a profound